Hello, my name is Chiadi Undu. I'm a counseling psychologist, and today I want to talk to you about one of my very favorite topics. I describe it as adverse childhood experiences. In another way, I could say toxic childhood. How was your childhood? We don't know the extent to which our experiences when we were growing up as children affect us. But I need you to go back to those days. Were they unpleasant? Were they unfavorable? What was the narrative of childhood for you? Were you called names? Were you made to feel inadequate? Some of the ingrained lessons that many of us are not even conscious of from a toxic childhood are, you deserve the treatment you got. Whatever you do is not good enough. Then that causes you to become a people pleaser. And then sometimes you decide that emotional connections are not safe. And then you learn to hide your feelings. And then you learn that love is conditional. More than anything, you learn to hide your authentic self. You don't want to know the effect and the consequences of these ingrained lessons. How did you cope with a toxic childhood? Some of the things you can do are: begin to pay attention to what you tell yourself every day. Identify your core beliefs about yourself. Practice forgiveness. Forgive the people that hurt you, but more than everything else, forgive yourself. It wasn't your fault. It wasn't your fault that you were neglected. It wasn't your fault that you were abused. It wasn't your fault that they didn't pay attention to you. Guess what? It wasn't your fault that daddy beat mommy up. It wasn't your fault. Forgive yourself. Change your refrain. You know what refrain means? Like the chorus. Many of us keep saying, "You're not good enough. You're so stupid. You're an idiot. What kind of child are you? What kind of person are you? Why can't you do everything? Why can't you do anything? Why don't you do this?" Change your refrain. What about some self-affirmation? This is what I say about myself. Contrary to and in spite of, I'm still here. Have I made mistakes? Have I cried tears? Yes. But guess what? I've changed the refrain. Instead of beating myself up, I say to myself, contrary to and in spite of, I'm still here. Above all, look for a therapist, someone that can help you meet that inner child. When I work with clients who have had a toxic childhood, I introduce them to the inner child. I introduce them to the child that they used to be. The child that was abandoned somewhere. The child that was mocked. The child that was scared. The child that was struggling with the inescapability of their situation. The child that wondered, why won't daddy come home? The child that wondered, why did mommy leave? The child that wondered, why doesn't anybody pay attention? You have to meet that child. You have to placate that child. You have to assure that child that everything is all right now. She's no longer there. She's now a beautiful adult, balanced, strong, and ready to face life. Meet your inner child. It is critical that you assuage her. Thank you for listening.